All right, welcome to part 3 of the 57 F-100 Crown Vic install. I apologize for it being crammed in this corner and not a lot of room here to move around, but I forgot to do a video before I put the truck on the ground and turned it around. So anyway, here's where we're at. The cross member, this is what I ended up doing. I addressed that in the last video. I ended up cutting it like I planned on and just boxing it in. And it turned out really nice and clean. Looks a lot better, and there's going to be a couple inches extra space in front of the lower pulley when the bigger motor goes in there. The 302 that was in it, man, that thing was like a half inch away from that cross member. So we took care of that. Everything looks good. This is like the final install. It's all done. It's all in. And the wheelbase measures out spot on. Perfect. It seems to be straight. All my measurements are right on, left to right, and everything, front to back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about these Backyards Customs inserts. These came with the stuff my buddy bought. He had this truck already, and then he picked up a frame that had this Crown Vic front end in it. And it had those inserts with it, but they weren't installed. So he trashed the frame, took the stuff he wanted, and that's why we ended up with these Backyards Customs things. They do have a video that I actually just watched. I didn't know they had a video. So I just installed them the way it looked right, and they're pretty self-explanatory. You just notch the frame out and slide them down in. They got a hole for the centering pin that's on the front end here. It's right where it needs to be. I mean, it's really easy to do. They're very well made. They have the inserts inside them. So if you're going to do this from scratch, you need to put tubes, like a tube steel from here to here, all the way inside the frame rail, and then box the frame in. That way you don't pinch the frame rail down when you reef down on those bolts. And it makes everything nice and strong. Well, those are in there. They're really nice. This isn't a complaint or a critique. I'm going to point something out. I'm going to get to this closer once I don't have to reach all the way across there. These are built right here to raise up, okay? Because the Crown Vic frame is a lot taller. And how these are supposed to bolt, now this is the way I'd like to do it, but that's not the way these are designed. Okay, and I see a lot of guys that do these front ends. This is how they do it. That's the way this is put in. On the Crown Vic, the bolt, like right here, goes in from the bottom, just like these ones do. It goes up through that tube I was talking about in the frame rail, and the top of that tube is threaded inside the frame. So as you are putting the bolt up in, you're actually torquing it down. You're bolting the bottom of this up to the frame. And you torque the bolt down. These are torque to yield bolts. You're not supposed to use them over again. A lot of people do. You can get them for a set for like $40. So you torque the bottom down up to the frame. Once you get that done, there's those bolts stick out of the frame like yay far as this does. The tube. Sorry, I'm tripping on my words here. And then this shock tower support and upper control arm support flips over down on top of that, and then these nuts go on top. So these nuts just tighten down on this. That's it. They don't have anything to do with torquing down the bolts for the front end. Okay, that's the way I prefer to do it. I've done 71 or 72. I put one of these in. I did it all myself. That's how I did it. I ran the bolts up through the frame. They came up through. I put a nut on top, torqued it down, and made a spacer so it actually was the right distance to make this level right here. Then I flipped these down and put the nuts on, just like it would be in the Crown Vic. So this nut is not supposed to hold the whole front end in. That's not the way it's engineered. But I have this philosophy that I got from a really good friend of mine. Is it the way or a way? And we're going to go with it's a way, because there's people driving around all over the place with their front ends not falling out. So it must be an okay way to do it. If you have everything good, snug, and your fabrication, is good. And so that's how this one's going to stay. I'm not going to worry about it. That's just the way the thing's designed. The guy designed the kit that way, and we're going to fly with it. And it should work fine. So anyway, that's a little bit on the Backyards Customs. They do have videos on YouTube if you want to watch their stuff, and he has an instructional video, which was pretty informative. I just got done watching it, so that was pretty cool. Anyway, I just wanted to update you on where we're at. This thing is right now back burnered because, well, I can't work on it. I'm a bit boogered right now, but I got it all flipped around. Say hi, Shelby. Oh, she's gonna run away. Anyway, the next project is the 8.8, and we were gonna do leaf springs with a spring under, but we're gonna go with a 4-link now. 4-link and coilovers. So that's going to be the next project. So I got to get that going as soon as my arm gets better. We're going to get back on this thing and try to get it knocked out. Stand by for another video in probably 3 or 4 months from now. Anyway, have a great day. Thank you.